No,
This was, I don't know, what year was this?
probably the riskiest video we've ever produced.
Why would you say that?
Why would I say that?
Yeah.
Because no one in the history of mankind or Sunday school has ever attempted to tell the story of David and Bathsheba to small children.
That's right. But we didn't say it was the story of David and
They
Bathsheba.
said it couldn't be done.
We let
They
people
laughed at us in Bible college when we said someday we would tell the story of David and Bathsheba to children and would not go to jail.
This is what we call extra biblical, meaning the Bible doesn't say that they built a rocket, but it doesn't say they didn't. And it's filling in those little gaps, you see. Because some people, when they tell Bible stories, they do things that the Bible says didn't happen. But we never do that. We never do things that the Bible says didn't happen, but sometimes we do things that the Bible didn't say happened.
Wow. You
may-
put that in a theology curriculum.
You may want to turn on the closed captioning to figure out what I think I might have said. So they got the rocket. It's a good thing they never lit that thing because it would have killed them all. It was not safety tested. Okay, so Lord of the Beans came out and everybody liked it, but the owners of the underlying film rights, who we will not name, said, "Hey, did we give you permission to do that?"
I don't think we're legally allowed to name them.
No, can't name anything or anyone. In fact, I have to stop talking right now and remain silent for the rest of the film.
Oh yes, and this came right after not Esther. What was the previous VeggieTales to this? King George and the Ducky. Thank you, Archie.
Oh, you can't kill
Mad
the song.
Bob.
You can't kill the song because it's biblical truth.
The song goes
You
on.
can't stop it. It can't
It's
be
like the
stopped.
song that never ends.
Yeah, it's like the communists. They tried to stop biblical truth. They tried to burn all the Bibles, but they couldn't. Just like Bob trying to stop that song. See?
What you need is your own TV network.
My wife doesn't have the hair for it. Well, that's not even a verse. That's all part of a verse.
Would you like to ask for donations now?
Part of a verse. Bob and Larry are like Bible smugglers, working behind the Iron Curtain. They can't be stopped.
Yeah.
I don't know what's burning that fire.
I think it's a cow pie.
There's Are they flammable?
Oh, yeah.
Or a buffalo pie?
A buffalo pie, yeah. That's
I
why they
didn't know.
keep Zippy around for warmth.
It's their fuel.
Oh, boy. Sometimes there's not enough caffeine in the world.
He really meant that he was tired and needed to go home and rest.
Yeah, you do have a lot more energy for this one than you did for the last one, I'm noticing.
Yeah.
I've kind of maintained an even keel through the thing.
Oh, well, aren't you something special? I guess you should just do these by yourself from now on. Mr.
No, I'm not saying that's any
Mr.
better.
Moderation. Man.
He wants us to spread nice.
Nothing sweeter than a nice lesson from Dad Asparagus.
That's right.
It just goes down so smooth.
Like a mocha, right?
Mr.
Yeah, but not caffeinated.
Like a
More of
decaf
a
mocha.
sedative mocha. He was the first vegetable with hair growing out of a mole.
I think ever.
I got a few letters from people saying it was really inconsiderate of Larry to leave Bob in the sink like that. You need to make another show where Bob gets out of the sink. Now, and I have to point out that Larry isn't consciously being unkind to Bob here nearly as much as he's just being Larry.
See, Larry didn't know that all he'd have to do is turn on the water and Bob would float to the top.
Or drown. Oh, look at
So
the big
what's this
purple
big
ball.
purple ball?
Yeah, I thought it would be funny because, you know, in the movie that she comes in a bubble that to have it come in, but since there are characters, they don't have much for shape.
If you look at them from the right angle, it just
Right.
is a bubble.
And so she is a big purple ball.
So this is
It
Munchieland.
flies around bottom first.
Yeah.
Munchieland is very tasty. Ooh, sparkles.
It's kind of like, you know, when you're re-entering Earth's atmosphere after a trip to the moon. You know, you always re-enter bottom first.
Yeah, see?
Because that's where your heat shield
The heat
is.
shield. Right.
That's her heat shield. Oh, wait a minute. What's going on with her crown there?
Oh yeah, we got a lot of letters about this one.
Boy.
Yeah, well we've
See,
managed.
when I was in charge, when I used to direct, I would make sure that the levitating props were very close, and I didn't get any letters.
See, now we established a rule after this. There was a rule established after Esther that the profile of a prop and a character always had to intersect somehow. Because otherwise it looks like it's floating too much.
Yeah, and that
we've
could
floated things for years.
That
We've
could be
just cheated it.
conjectured as magical.
Yeah,
like Harry Potter.
Yeah. Oh no, don't say that.
No, this is not like Harry Potter.
It's
this
just
is just vegetables.
Just make them believe they have hands.
Using, I don't know, spiritual gifts to make things float through the air.
In reality, the trenches aren't as deep as we would have hoped. The texture map for this scene was enormous. They actually, Joe, I think it must have been a 30 gigabyte texture file. It was absolutely enormous.
I have no idea what that means.
Well, what it is, here, let me explain it to you. A lot of times in 3D...
Look at the time.
I'm more of the sprinter. You're more of the distance guy.
I'm from Kenya. And, where are sprinters from? Kenya!
Kenya!
I don't know where that is.
From the United States of America, mister.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
That's right.
Or Canada.
Yeah, or
if
Canada.
They use performance-enhancing drugs.
I'd take that back if I were you. Can we go back, a little bit?
What? I'm just referring to recent history, not making a pejorative statement against overall Canadian history. Just one little...
You're just digging a hole, man. You're
Why
just digging a hole.
Potato...
It was funny because Dan Lopez, the guy that did the drawings for the Cebu song, he did the modeling for this, and he actually... He either talked about it or did it. I can't remember. But he had like a little semi-automatic, like a little machine gun. And so when Archie opened it up, there was this machine gun in there. Just as sort of a joke. I'm like, no, Dan, we're not going to do that.
You
know what? I just realized something.
What?
We went through all this
there's
just talking
the green
tech.
dinosaur.
And that's pretty cool. And Larry did his, and we didn't even say anything about that.
Oh.
We're just
what
talking
should we
technical
say?
here. I don't know. Were we concerned that that Larry was making
worried.
a farting noise?
Yeah, and also...
Can I even say that on a commentary?
No, you can't say that, I don't think. He was making a spitting noise, but he was also implying that that's what God did.
Yeah, so
when
we
he
were
made
kind
the
of,
stars. So that's, right from the beginning, we were kind of pushing the envelope. We were...
Right on the edge.
Some risky stuff.
Is that a dodgeball from Little Joe, or did they redo it?
Well, we redid it, but definitely wanted to do a dodgeball.
Like a sphere is a
It's a sphere. It's a red sphere with some texture on it.
I had one of those yellow legal pads, just like Archibald there.
Just like
Archibald, and I was sitting in jury duty and writing the song. But it was fun because I got to paint all the backgrounds here.
Were you supposed to be paying attention?
No, I was waiting. See,
okay.
Yeah, when you get called for jury duty, you hardly ever do anything.
So I would hate to think that someone was denied justice because we were working on a silly song.
Yeah, there's a guy doing 10 to 20 in the big house. But we got a silly
it was
song.
Worth it. It's for the kids.
It's for the kids.
We wrote him a letter. He said he understood. Oh, you know what? There's a shot in here. I don't know when it comes up. There's a shot in here that I actually did the background. There are two shots in here that I did the background paintings for. Now that's funny because I don't know how to paint.
So funny.
I like her feet dangling.
Yeah. I think they added that, didn't they?
No, I asked for that.
Well, you're smart. You're a good director.
Thank you. You're a good director too.
Oh, now.
And you're a good producer.
I wasn't asking for that.
You're just
I was
wonderful
just
folks
starting to
around
get sick
here.
to my stomach.
No, I'd actually.
And Melissa Rial did this. She cut up potatoes and made this stamp.
Really?
Dipped them in paint and made.
Wow, we made part of one of our films with a potato?
With a potato, and she cut her finger doing it. She suffered for her art.
Oh, wow. There's blood, sweat, and tears on this film.
But no overtime.
Oh, this is the first film that no one has given their life for. But they did bleed. Which is pretty ironic since he doesn't have ears.
Yeah. Like a porpoise.
Yeah. A porpoise.
I think you did that on purpose. You can turn us off now.